What is going on YouTube? King Reg, and we are back, and today I am bringing you probably my favorite play I have found yet in Madden 22. This is going to be the glitchiest RPO play in the game. Now today, guys, we're going to be continuing my normal Y-off scheme out of the Baltimore Ravens Playbook. And like I said, we are going over an absolute glitchy RPO. Now, before we get into that, guys, I'm going to leave a link down below. It is going to be a playlist for the entire scheme that I've released so far. You definitely should check that out after this video, especially the intro video to this scheme, guys. I go over the personnel we want to use, kind of the idea for this scheme, and we go over the first 3 running plays in that video. And then in that playlist, we also have a few passing plays already released. Okay, so let's get into this play, guys. So for this scheme, we're in either normal Y off or we're in normal Y off close. You can basically just audible between the two, just that receivers get a little bit tighter in normal Y off close. So for this play, guys, we're going to be going over the play RPO zone Y peak. And now this play, guys, I've called it 160 times for a 12.2 yards per play average for basically a running play. It is absolutely crazy. It is one of my favorite plays I have found so far. So what kind of makes this play so good? The first reason, guys, there are 4 different options we can go to on this play. They all attack different areas of the field, so it makes it almost impossible for our opponent, if we read it right, to stop us, because we are attacking 4 different places, 4 different ways. The next reason, guys, it has my favorite QB run I have found in Madden 22. This is probably my favorite QB run I have found since that midline read option in 21. So this is basically a read option run, guys, without a read defender. It is so hard to stop. Basically, the user has to fully commit to stopping this QB run. There are a few other things you can do, but that is like the main thing you will see your opponent try to do. And then the last reason, guys, when they overcommit to stopping that, read option type run with our quarterback, then we have these 2 passing options that are really attacking different areas of the field. If they're overcommitting to stop the run, then at least one of these is going to get open basically every time, and you are just going to get some huge plays down the field. All right, guys, let's go look at the gameplay, and I'll really walk you through this RPO zone Y peak. All right, guys, so we're going to break down kind of each of our reads individually. So we're going to go over kind of the QB run element first. So the big thing with this run, guys, we want our doubles receivers to the wide side of the field. Then we're going to take our solo side receiver and we are going to smart route him. So we see he's getting way deeper, especially if I love to smart route him 1st and 10, motion him across. It's basically going to turn into a seam route. Then we're going to motion him across the field and we're going to kind of create a trips look. Now I have multiple passing plays with the same motion I'm going to release later on, guys. So it's all going to work together. They're not just going to know we're running this, RPO. We have a ton of other things we're going to do with this motion. So now we can see our reads, guys. We can have our quarterback run. We have this Y peak with our tight end. Absolutely just disgusting route. We have a seam ball here. I want to throw this early before he, cuts to the outside. Basically a seam ball. And then we can also give to our running back. So those are our 4 reads. We're going to go over the QB first, though. So basically, guys, we're going to read this like a read option, except there's no read option icon over this player's head. So we're basically going to snap the ball here, guys. And if we see an open lane out here, we are just going to tuck it and run. We're going to see, guys, this player crashes down. This player is crashing at our running back. We see the outside player here is running with our Y peak, our tight end. So there's no one out here. Nobody is home. There's no contain. There's no read option defender. So we can just get out and run, guys. And then we can get sticky, little stop and go there. And we are gone to the house for a 60-yard touchdown run. Okay, here it is again, guys. Exact same thing. Motion over, have our seam route. We're going to read the outside players here once again. So right here, once again, nobody's firing upfield. If we don't see this player firing upfield and make it really hard for us to get the edge, we're just going to keep this, guys. Look at this player. So he jams the tight end, but this is a pass play. So all these players are dropping back. The safeties are dropping back. They're playing the pass. This player here should be holding the edge. He's just dropping back underneath that tight end route. So now we're able to just get the edge once again, get upfield, and we're able to get a 26-yard touchdown run. Okay, and then I wanted to show you guys one more, guys. You can literally, I have so many clips of me just getting huge gains with that. I wanted to show you guys, so that was all on next gen. This is on current gen. Now, current gen, it is going to work the same way, but sometimes I find on next gen, almost never does this DN fire upfield and give me trouble. When I ran it on current gen, sometimes everyone stays inside and I can just get the edge. Sometimes this D end is going to fire way upfield. Now, On this play, he takes away circle, he takes away the seam route. The RPO Y peak is kind of taken away. I probably should have just handed it off. But if you run here, guys, if they're really setting the edge, which you will see on current gem, maybe half the time, now we have this hole that we can just belly this to the inside. We have a massive hole there where we can get upfield. So that's also a current gen clip I wanted to include, guys. All right, guys, so we motion Shepard across the field. Now we're kind of looking at our tight end route on this play. So when I snap the ball, if I notice there's nobody in the middle of the field, if everybody's dropping back or staying to the outside, and that's going to, read a zone coverage, and the user, there's no linebackers in the middle of the field, then we can just throw this route super hot. So he's going to fire outside, then he's going to fire back inside. So we have nobody in the middle of the field, zone coverage, everyone is backing off. So now we can just fire that in. We're splitting that, deep blue defender and that flat defender, air truck, get upfield, and we're able to get a huge play. So if we see everybody vacate the middle of the field, we can just throw that tight end route really quick. Okay, now on this one, guys, same thing, motion over, smart route the player. Now, when we see, the corner follow our receiver across the field, right away, we are thinking man coverage. This route, absolutely toast man coverage. It is unbelievable. Right here, guys, we're going to snap the ball. He fires outside. We see the user kind of staying on us. He's going to shoot out with us. So kind of taking away our running play. But now the middle of the field's wide open, and this route just cooks man coverage. Most of the time, it's a tight end. He's going to be on a linebacker, a slower player. Absolutely cooks him. Truck stick, and we're able to gain like 15 to 20 yards. Okay, last one, guys, for this tight end route. So same thing. We're going to snap the ball. Right here, I'm trying to get to the outside, and I see these two players just fire in. Now we can also throw this ball late. It's this whole play, guys. Sometimes if we try to throw this ball late, our lineman will get too far downfield and we will get a legal man downfield penalty, but it's a 5-yard penalty. It is worth it to have this in our back pocket where we can throw this late. Absolutely glitchy. Everyone's coming upfield. We throw that tight end route late. Okay, now, guys, we're going to kind of look at this seam route. So we're going to snap the ball, and kind of what I'm looking for on this seam route. It is kind of hard, guys, to read all three of these beforehand. So what I'm kind of trying to do, guys, is pre-snap. I kind of have an idea what I want to do. So right here, guys, if we ever see they only have 2 players on the right side here, and they don't have anybody lined up over Shepard, I'm pretty sure this seam route is going to get open. So that's kind of what we're looking for, guys. And then we're just going to read it really quick. If he's open, we're going to fire it in. If not, we'll run out with our quarterback. So right here, guys, nobody's lining up over Shepard. We see the users kind of staying over the center. So right when we snap the ball, guys, we see this player firing down. We see this player engaging with our slot receiver, and now we have our seam ball just wide open. So now we're going to throw that really quick, guys. You have to throw it quick before he starts to cut to the outside. We're going to throw that in there, rack catch it, get upfield, and we're gone for a 50-yard touchdown. Okay, one more time, guys, same thing. So motion this player over. We see no one lining up over top of him. So once again, we're going to look for the seam route. We see the user on this side of the field. So if he bites down at all, guys, if he bites to this side, we're just going to throw the seam ball. We see him bite down. We see this player just stop over our slot receiver. So now we can throw the seam ball in there, fire upfield, gain 15 yards. Okay, now our fourth option, guys, is going to be to hand off to the running back. Now, I almost never do this. It is my last resort. But basically, right off the snap, if I just see, they're overloading the left side, like on this play, they're overloading the left side, they're overloading the right side to take away our seam ball. So now the middle of the field should be wide open. So now we can just hand to our running back, fourth read. If this is your fourth option on a play, like look at this. So overloading the outside here, overloading the outside here, we have an absolutely massive hole, juke, huge block downfield, and we're almost able to score on that play. All right, guys, that is it. Be on the lookout for my next video. I have more really good zone beaters on the way.